Hello, welcome to Pieces Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I paint pieces. Oof. My hair is way out of control. It's all frizzy. Though, static in the air right now in Oklahoma is real wild. We're having a lot of these, like, dust storms. There we go. That's a little better. Now I don't look like, now it's not all, like, frizzy and weird. Anyway, so we've got, so we're getting a lot of these, like, wild dust storms that are, they're pretty crazy, but it's crazy. So you'll, like, yesterday, if you looked outside in the afternoon, like the sky was like this orange color, right? Because the dust from because we have a lot of iron in our soil, so there's a lot of red. It's like red clay and stuff like that, and so it turns like this orange color, and it's crazy. And like you see the pictures from a little further up north, and it looks like the Dust Bowl era kind of stuff I used to see from like the 20s and stuff. It's crazy. But yeah. So everything is like super kind of like, extra staticky a little bit. Especially my hair, it's extra frizzy. So we'll throw the cap on. It's fine. Until I get hot, and then I'll take it off because I won't care anymore. And then we'll be back to what I usually look like, I guess. Anyway, welcome to Piece of Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I paint these things. Some people like to watch me paint these things. Some people don't, and they don't watch this show. But those of you who do watch the show, I really appreciate you. It's awesome that there's people that are interested in this hobby still. There's so many hobbies out there, and so many things to do. And like I just looked at a pill bottle and read it, and now I said it out loud. Anyway, what I meant to say is. There's so many other hobbies out there, and things like video games and the phones and stuff like that have really taken away a lot of people's attention. And so things like this are super cool that people are still interested in these older kind of ideas, hand painted finishes and stuff like that. And we're blending it with technology, using the printers and things, which is great. So that's fun, just stepping into the future. It's a great little thing to do. I'm glad to have a chance to do it with you all on these wonderful shows. So there, we got that. We got all of that. Okay, so I was talking about making her kind of a different kind of ethnicity. I'm so tired of painting the same. They always end up looking the same. I paint a lot of European, Caucasian colors. So I kind of think I want to do. I think I want to do something else. Maybe like just like a darker complexion. So I'm trying to think about how I want to base that, where I want to start with that. Probably start with some raw umber and maybe some burnt umber, and then we'll work it up from there. Some tans or something. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Because like when you go for darker complexion, like people say brown, it's not just brown. There's a lot going on. Skin in general has a lot going on. So like you're gonna need a lot of different kinds of tones and things to go into this and to make it work. I don't know why I didn't put that down there with all my other brown, but that's okay. Who cares? Today I'm going to try and get a lot of this. I have a lot of terrain I need to finish dry brushing. I don't know if I'm gonna get that accomplished after all I can. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to sit. I'm still on like a bunch of medicine, so I'm still a little like, I don't know, loopy, I guess is the way I kind of describe it. Steroids always make me a little wild. Get my system ramped up. It makes me shake. I made it through the shakes yesterday, so again, we got a nice thin this out just a little bit. We're just trying to get into these bits and avoid any real poolage. Give ourselves a nice thin base coat. We're not wearing gloves, so we're going to paint your fingers and our hands. Look good against the nice white fletching too of an arrow. Give her a little bit of a tan. Such a delicate little hand too. So we should be able to knock out all the rest of these little base coats. We'll get all that done, and then we'll head on to the next point, I guess. Okay, so I think what we need to do is probably get her face fixed up. Well, no, let's do these. Let's do the arrow first. So we'll drop all the base coats, except for maybe that helmet. Well, we probably do need to do the helmet, get the metallics done, so we can put the wash on it. Color will make that bow. Maybe. So burnt umber here for the arrow and the bow itself. I'm going to finish them in different colors though. I'm going to come back and finish the bow in a raw sienna or burnt sienna. Do kind of like an orangey wood, and then we'll do probably another round of the burnt umber on that arrow. Really need to decide whether or not I'm going to try to pull that cat whisker in and use it to make that bowstring. Kind of a fun idea. Who knows? Might be able to pull it off now that I'm not quite so feel better today. I don't feel quite as shaky either. I'm still feeling a little trembly, but it's not as bad. For whatever reason. And I'll take it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not upset at all. I'll take feeling better any way I can get it, you know what I mean? Come on, there we go. Boom. Really gotta upgrade this camera. I need somebody who knows what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe it's better if there's white underneath it. Does that help? Turn on enough light. I'm always trying to figure this stuff out. I'm not very good with these sort of things. That's not too bad right there. Okay. All right. So, I am gonna finally bring in some crimson. And this is that alizarin crimson hue, golden acrylics. If I can get the lid back on, there we go. Really love this color. Give that a nice little red case. Scabbard. Whatever term you want to use. Pretty sure it's a scabbard. Okay. Basket. Let's do Naples. And some washies. Do all the arrows in that too. All the fletching. We can start off with this color. Oof, shaking. Snapping her fingers. She was shaking. The phone keeps buzzing like crazy. I don't know what it is. It in the stock, so it's not anything that important. Looks like stock's going to rally for a couple of days, which is good for some folks. Some folks don't matter. It's good for me currently. Got a couple of things I'm trying to make some moves on. The thing to remember is like it's all a game that's kind of rigged against us, so you just kind of gotta, unless you have the time to sit there and intensely watch a stock market, you really should find a couple of good dividend stocks, put your money on them, and just let it sit there. If the market starts to crash, go pull it out. That's it. Nothing complicated. That's not like, don't take that as professional advice. I'm not professional, but that's what I do. Yeah, nothing going on. Nothing going on today. I agree, maybe one more round. I gotta do the rest of her hair too. Hey, it's Sir McBeardsly. Good morning, sir. Got a bit caught up. There you go. The new Dragon Ball series. Oh man, they made another one. Well, I guess, you know, it just goes to show you that hopefully we'll all meet again in Spaceballs 2. The search for more money. Okay. Let's see here. I need a few little metallic blings. Is her helmet? What the heck? The helmet steel. is. So, like, how did they have another Dragon Ball? Because, like, how? But how? Like, they come up, man. Okay, but now I'm a little confused as to how you did that. Because didn't the last time, like, basically Goku became like a god or something like that? Are we even watching Goku anymore? Like, are we that far away from the original Dragon Ball? Are I doing Goku now? Like, I'm confused. I gotta look this up now. You like, man, this is shaking my world view. I never was that big of a Dragon Ball fan, but yeah, it's funny. It's a fun show to watch, especially like OG Dragon Ball. That stuff was wild. Inappropriately wild. Okay. Well, why not? It is. I mean, it's like a fairly blatant money grab, but you know, whatever. It's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah, absolutely. Goofy and funny. I mean, why not? Why not make it? Why not go for it? Man. Pretty intelligent, pretty smart move, honestly. If you think about it. Yeah, right, exactly. Because you could just reboot the whole damn story and give it a new pretty polish, and then that's a good idea. Hell of a good idea. It definitely makes sense. We really want to get that inside nice and dark. We start adding in these highlights and stuff. Okay. I was fixing to say, man, I was like, they like beat everybody. It was done. Like, well, how the hell are they gonna bring? Oh man, where there is a dollar, there is a way. The only thing better at cash grabbing than Dragon Ball is Pokemon or Kiss. Kiss may actually be the winners. Kiss let's see, we throw Iron Maiden in that. Those guys get people to buy all sorts of wild crap. they're cutting up part of their airplane and they're going to sell it to people. Right? How did the android get turned into a child? Yeah, just go with it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't ask questions. You're asking too many questions there, Gaijin. Alright. Let's take a look. While this is all drying, we're going to take another look at our bowstring idea. Come here. Assuming I can get it out of this thing, which is not happening. There we go. Ugh. There's no telling where it went now. Floated off into oblivion. Well, I guess that's a sign. I definitely can't get down on the floor to look for it. I'm too injured for all that. So that's a sign. We're just going to go with it. We're not going to worry about it. 2 days in a row we try to put some sort of a string in here, and neither days it's worked. So we're just going to paint it, these edges here, like it's on there, and we're just going to move on. Yeah, you can pay to be Gene Simmons' roadie for a day. That one was crazy. I saw that on the internet the other day. I was like, oh my God. Now he's got people paying to hang out with him, basically. Because it's not like he's doing anything, really. I mean, are they even on tour right now? So weird. That level of celebrity worship, like, weirds me out, man. I don't know what to do with that. Yeah, man, I paid this guy a bunch of money to rip me off. Yeah, super weird. I am never ever gonna understand that level of hero worship, man. I'm just never gonna get there. I've accepted that. It's fine. I'm not. It doesn't really bother me. So I'm just gonna let it be. Man, I watch these people that do that stuff. It's just, man, are you serious? Alright, so super thin raw umber here, nice dark brown colors on our leathers and things like that. Not too terribly worried about getting it on my tunic, because, you know, just look like dirt and all. But I kind of don't want to saturate my tunic. I'm gonna try to leave her colors kind of decent, just for funsies. I get all these weird notifications from my old restaurant, and it's always, I don't know, that one's weird. It still kind of hits me in the chest a little bit. It was a blast while it was going. It was a lot of fun. I sure do miss it. Really trying to let all this stuff find these grooves. We're not trying to pool it, but we are trying to line get the outlines covered, create some shadows, create some contrasts. Right? Yeah. Like I'll definitely pay a little bit of money if I'm going to go to the concert anyway. Upgrade to go see somebody. But I'm not paying you money to haul your gear around. That's absurd. It's absurd. Absurd, Beardsley. Absurd, sir. Golly. If somebody's doing it, somebody's gonna do it. Somebody's probably already done it. Spent their life savings. Ridiculous. That's why, man, like celebrities and rich people, man, they do not care, y'all. Listen, I don't normally get on this sort of stuff on this channel. This isn't what we're about. But man, the rich, they ain't. What is that song? They not like us. They don't care. They will take your money, and then they will laugh at you because you gave them your money. Do not trust them. Shysters. The crazy thing is, like, a lot of people try to warn us over the years, you know? People who get inside, you know, and they try to warn us about what the rich are really like. And we don't ever listen. We don't ever listen. Okay. Just like a touch of black for this hair. Right. You know, at a con, yeah, if you're gonna spend the money and go to a con, you can meet a lot more people. I don't know, it just kind of depends. There's a lot of different, like, there's other things that I wouldn't mind. There's some artists I wouldn't mind paying money to hang out with for a little while, talk to them. But yeah, I mean, it's out of hand. Gene Simmons is out of control with that. But that's part of society now. Like, society's gotten where we're out of control with this worshipping of celebrities. Celebrities and rich people and that sort of stuff. We just as a society gotten a little bit too enamored. Cyan. Slowly bringing up your flesh tone. Not dark. We're like tans and stuff like that. We're definitely not trying to put the pink on because we're trying to get her a little bit of innocence to her. Still got a couple things to do to wrap that up, but it's gonna have to dry before we can touch her face again. That's one of those things about this stuff. You kind of gotta do a little part, let it dry, do a little part, let it dry. So I'm just trying to come through now and highlight. Some of these pads on this padded leather. Stitch right there. All right. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't be Henry Cavill, but wouldn't pay money to do so. That's funny. Okay. little bit more of a, more of a mocha kind of color. I like. Really hard to get this camera to like it, but maybe we get lucky here. There we go. Isn't too bad. I like it. I like it. Okay. So now we need a little bit of white. Do some blending with. Still got some time. Catch your highlights here is all we're trying to do. Don't get too crazy. Just trying to get the edges of those creases and folds done. It's breathe. I get you a little bit nervous because all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's way bright, it's too bright, it's bright, and you have to remember it's going to calm down. As it dries, it's going to come down a lot. Be surprised. And if you get too much on there, you can always come back and add a little bit of, you can fix it with a wash or something like that. Definitely not the end of the world. The key though is to make sure you've got some good highlights on it, because it will really help make the model overall look. It almost lends action to it. places where light's hitting. And that's what we're looking to grab. So don't worry too much about anything that's like inner armpit or something like that. That's not something that needs to be highlighted. And you could use a dry brush on this, but she's so small that I don't know that you'd have a whole lot of luck with dry brushing it per se. You can do a little bit of wet blending as you go. Wet blending is just where we're gonna like take those two sets of colors and kind of pull them back in with each other in places where we need to. Tone it down or bring it up or whatever. really trying to just focus on bringing out those levels. It's a lot of work. A lot of little tiny brush work. Again, she's too delicate. Golly, you can't hardly get her focus. She's so tiny. But yeah. Just trying to bring out the folds of her clothes as best we can, without bringing the overall level of light on the sculpture up too high. Oh. Well, that's a good sign to go ahead and wrap this up. It's almost through it on the floor. So I'm going to go ahead and take that warning. And I think I strained my hip just a little bit. I'm trying not to drop it on the floor, which is not good. Yeah, still trying to heal up and all that. So, all right. Anyway, get all that turned off. Hope you guys have a great day out there the rest of the day. Looks like the wind's finally calmed down here in the state, which is great. Hopefully we get some warmer temperatures. It'd be great. I get when it's warmer. At least I do when I'm trying to get my plants growing. So now I gotta go take care of some of my other little plants here and get my kids to haul some stuff back outside, so when it warms up, plants can enjoy all the beautiful sun. Hope you guys have something great planned for your weekend. I don't know what we're going to end up doing this weekend, but I'm sure it'll be fun. My kids always make things fun, so sure it'll be a blast. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. If you got any ideas, I guess we just only have a couple. I'm going to come up with a few ideas to throw in there, and we'll have a vote on the girl. So if you have an idea what you want, you better hurry, because I'm going to post that today. Just for fun. I don't know. It may just be me and Sir McBeardsly voting on it, but you never know. Anyway, I'll be here tomorrow. We're gonna wrap her up. Well, we'll definitely have her done tomorrow at this rate, easily. So come on by, take a look at what we got to do, and be good to yourself. Be good to somebody else. No matter who, just be good to somebody. Open a door. Help somebody carry your grocery bags, or maybe just not cut that person off in traffic. I don't know. Just be good to somebody. You can be good to yourself, but just be good to somebody. No matter who. Maybe if we all do a little bit of good, we can kind of bring a little bit of good around here, because Lord knows we need it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.